Hey folks, welcome back here to the Vegas Down Trail. We're here downtown Las Vegas on Fremont Street on a Saturday night, bringing you the sights and sounds of the fun that is people watching down here. You have an oxygen bar over here on the just to my right if you ever run out of oxygen. Of course, you might not be able to run very far in order to get to the oxygen bar if you've run out. This is Golden Nugget over here on our right, stage 46, kind of a little outdoor bar here that they have. There's Chucky. Yes, and there it is. Love the street performers. You never know what kind of street performers they're going to be, and you never know what they're going to do. That's the fun of coming down here, the people watching. The buildings kind of remain the same, but the scenery is always changing. And there are your pictures for a picto. Goodness, the word is eluding me now. Pictograph of yourself with your significant other, if that's what you wish to have one done for. Of. You can see walking through the masses here. This is Casino Center Boulevard here. Opened up the traffic. Oh, look at the old Monte Carlo. See Fremont Casino over here on the left, on the opposite corner. Long-time establishment here, Four Queens. Across from us there, on the other corner, and then there's fire truck over there. The firemen are over there. Firemen and women are over there with fire boots, and they are collecting money for a charity. I'm not sure which one. You can see the overhead here doing its thing, the overhead canopy, putting on its little show here. No need for streetlights down here. They keep it nice and bright. It's probably better this way. You wouldn't want streetlights drowning out the colors. And we had this in an earlier video, but here's another one of these performers. I have to stay away from calling it what it is. I get in trouble for calling him what he is there. So I just want to be safe. And yeah, I love these guys. There's like 4 of them down here, 4 different types of costumes. And they're just good, clean fun. You can see 4 Queens here above him. Marquee outside. This used to be a 2-way street here on Fremont Street back in the early 90s. Then the city came along and said, okay, you know what, we're going to close this up. And I think this guy's doing another Michael Jackson thing. And so they closed it up and made it this pedestrian mall that you see here today. And I think it's a lot better. In fact, another Michael Jackson? That's affirmative. I've got a lot of videos of this guy on in my video library. Feel free to check him out, the Michael Jackson performer. He's a lot of fun. He's actually a really cool guy too. He's happy to take a picture with you or anything. Again, then these guys, they don't work for money. I mean, they can't ask for money up front, is what I should say. But they do encourage tips. So they all have a tip jar or box, as he does there in front of him. This guy likes to engage the crowd, get the crowd involved, and throw his hat and his glove off into the crowd. Encourages audience participation that way. He does collect quite a crowd, quite an audience when he's out here. Really nice guy. I threw him a couple dollars. Well, I threw him like, I don't know, $10 to do a Smooth Criminal one night. It was a good show. There's a Michael Jackson performer down on the Strip, but he is, I don't know how much they charge for that show. And so I think it's better just to come down here. And certainly when walking on the Strip, if you've been to the Strip before, I think walking on Fremont Street's better just simply because you don't know what you're going to see down here. And you don't have to go, walking 4 miles down the Strip. And then it's more than that, right? So it's 4.2 miles from Mandalay Bay up to the Stratosphere, or now called the Strat. And in order to do that, you've got to walk up and down the sidewalks. But no one just does that. No one just walks straight up and down the sidewalks. They all go into each property, look around the inside of each property, take a bunch of pictures. That's a lot of walking. Whereas down here, you have 4 blocks. 5 blocks, really, if you include the where Neonopolis is. And then you have the East District, which is another 2 or 3 blocks. So let's call it 8 blocks total. And 8 blocks is, what, less than a mile, really. So, 4.2 miles versus less than a mile here. And then these casinos, these are older buildings, a lot of them. So they're not going to have these huge cavernous open spaces that you see in the casinos on the Strip. Trying to figure out what this is and what's going on there. I don't know if I want to know. A lot of country western folks down here. Do they even call it that anymore? Or did they cross the western off and just call it country? There's TMB, Tony Marquez Band, very popular local band here. And there is straight out of Vegas, Joe. Oh, there he is. Right there. Awesome guy. Doing his live stream. He loves the TMB, Tony Marquez Band. That's his spot right there. If he can get it, right there at Wanataco. Usually he's right there on the gate, sitting right up against that gate that they have there. But it's packed right now, so he got whatever seat he could. But really nice guy. It's cool when you see these guys in person and meet them in real life, and they're really friendly. It's cool. I like to see that. No pretense or any of that nonsense whatsoever. Big Christmas tree there. This is the NFR, the rodeos weekend. One of two goes on through next weekend as well. And so that's why you have all the cowboy and cowgirl hats floating above the crowd here on their heads. If you like drone videos, check out Vids from Mike, VIDSFROMMIKE. It's a local drone. Oh, there's the bride on her wedding night, presumably. On her husband's shoulders, ready to chicken fight. Yeah, he does great sunrise and sunset drone videos, so check that out here in Las Vegas. Also, plane spotting videos he'll do. And shout out to member Lance. Lance, thanks for being a member, buddy. We appreciate you, man. Tony Marquez, shouting out to the bride here, up on her man's shoulders. Yeah, TMB, they're a really popular local band. In fact, I mean, most of the bands here are really popular, I would say. Alter Ego is probably one of my favorites. They perform a lot of 80s and 90s stuff. In addition to, I mean, like they'll sing like Dance by the Ocean or 2000 stuff, a little Blink 182, stuff like that. And then there's Spandex Nation. Got to meet Peter, the lead singer of Spandex Nation. Really nice guy. And really friendly. Kind of the way that he is in his videos. And that's awesome when they do that. When people are like that, I think. So we look back over here at Wanataco. Making our way through the crowd here. Oh, the Tony Marquez just gave a shout out to Straight Out of Vegas right there. So I got to say, hey. Recognize the recognition and the love being spread. That's good stuff. Good vibes. If you're looking for a home here in Vegas, let me know. Drop me a line, DM me. Got some great experienced negotiators for you I can recommend to you. I get nothing out of the deal. Just looking to help folks, that's all. It really is quite a show down here. Once you begin imbibing your preferred libation, and even if you don't, you don't have to be inebriated to come down here. Just keep your wits about you, keep your situational awareness about you at all times, and just have a good time. And collect a lot of video and post it on YouTube. Want to thank you all so very, very much for joining us. We really appreciate each and every single one of you. Please do like, follow, share, and subscribe to us on YouTube and on TikTok. It helps recommend us to other viewers on YouTube and TikTok. Also helps the almighty algorithm. The algorithm is what really carries the weight of your voice to other viewers here on YouTube and TikTok. So please make your voices known and heard. So we come back up here. You can see the prime rib there is $12.99. There are some Johnny Depp characters. You've got Willy Wonka, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, Johnny Depp, and Edward Scissorhands there. Awesome stuff. Thank you all so very, very much for joining. We really appreciate each and every single one of you. And as always, remember here on the Vegas Don channel, it's the journey. We'll see you next time.